welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon, and we're down here at the Hartland Mansion. Absolutely amazing. Before I go any further, I've got to introduce my first guest, well, first two guests, before I forget the name. Her name is Shambrion. Did I get that right?
Shambrion.
Huh?
Shambrion.
Shambrion. And then we have Andre.
Andrew or Andre. I like Andre too.
Andre. And we have Andrew. Anyway, so you're in the art business and you're in the educational business. Mm-hmm. Now, this young lady, I literally made her come on the show because I said, how could she miss an opportunity of not coming on the show at the Hartland Mansion in this fabulous setting and sort of, getting yourself out there as of being in the entertainment business as well as a teacher. Mm-hmm. And you are in the art business, and we've got some stuff here which we'll talk about in a minute. So how long have you been in the art business? And
So I've been doing, photography for 6 years, and then I've always been with music since 6th grade.
Oh, so you're with music as well?
Yes, I do that for
So do you sing while you take photographs?
Oh, not at all.
kind of mix it up there a little bit. No, you've got to keep that camera straight, haven't you? So which do you prefer, or do you like them both just as much?
I like music for expression, and I like photography to express others.
To express others, because, it's so funny because everybody says, oh, I can take a photograph, but not everybody can take a photograph. It takes a certain eye for a photograph, and I don't know what that eye is, because there's some people that can take a photograph exactly the same as you take one, and it's two different photographs.
Correct.
Why is that? Is it?
I feel like it's what you're trying to capture, or what do you see in that moment? Because the most beautiful things, really, you don't draw attention.
No, and also they don't repeat.
Right.
A lot of things that you see, like I'm watching this volcano, which would be fantastic photographs. I'm watching this volcano spouting up, and I'm looking at this, and I'm looking how they're capturing all this on the camera, and I'm watching the lava and everything coming all the way down, and then hitting the water and bursting into steam. Mm-hmm. And the photographs that could be taken with this, absolutely amazing. Correct. So now, so we know with your art and the photography and the singing and the whole bit. Now you are a teacher.
Yes.
Teaching young.
Well, currently I teach 2nd grade, but next year I'll be teaching theater.
You'll be teaching theater, so that's your element, right?
Yes.
So how did you manage to make that switch in the school? Was it easy or a long waiting?
I think it's long waiting, because theater is the ultimate goal.
That you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now you're actually reaching to do, there's nothing like in this world to be able to do something, to do your passion, because like you're doing your passion, you're doing two things. You're doing your singing and your photography. And now you're doing your teaching, and now you're going to be teaching the theater. When you teach theater, how old will they be?
These children will be kinder through 3rd grade.
To 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. So
kindergarten.
That's going to be a real challenge. Because you're talking about what, 4 and 5 years old? Mm-hmm. to 4 and 5 years old. Not much older, believe me. Maybe 6 years old. I don't know. But also, I would imagine it'd be very intriguing to watch their little movements and knowing which each one takes on their own persona and takes on their own sort of acting, how they want to be.
It's true, and finding themselves.
And you finding them.
Right.
And you finding this one will do this and this one can do that. And
exactly.
That must be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't worked with young children, mostly teenagers in theater.
Really?
So this is new for me.
Very new. Mm-hmm. Very new. It's a bit of a challenge, but that's okay. Now, with the teenagers, how was that?
The teenagers,
were they with it, in it? Were they half in it, half out of it, half not knowing really whether they want to be an actor or whether they want to go on stage or, oh, I'm the best out there ever?
I think the group were in all those different moments. So it was a lot of trying to bring things out of them that they didn't know that they had.
Do you know, funny you should say that. I'm still bringing things out of me that I didn't know I had. Right. Now this is like a continuation of life.
That's true.
It's like you think you've just got it worked out, you've got it all set, and you're ready to go, and this is what you are, and all of a sudden something pops in.
That's true.
And you become something else.
Absolutely.
So how far would you like to go, or how far are you with your photography?
So at this moment, I have small goals, like trying to get into.
Well, let's make them big goals. I always believe in big goals. Now he has big goals, not small goals. Yeah, big goals. We got to go
to present my art, let it seen around local businesses, small businesses, and just try to promote pretty much everyone who I encounter, because everyone is pushing towards trying to find their passion and do it with their whole heart.
Well, oh, this is gorgeous. I'm not going to show you yet. Yes, I will. Isn't this gorgeous? That is beautiful. Now, that's a photograph you took. Is this a photograph you took on the spur of the moment, as of a face, or did she pose for this?
So this is funny. This is actually a vinyl cover. So,
but it is a person too.
It is a person who posed. It's a person who posed on it.
Yes,
there's a person who posed on it, but it was just an old vinyl that I saw in my room, and I thought that picture was beautiful, so I took a picture of that picture.
That's why I was saying, is this a pose picture? Because it's not
Correct.
a pose picture.
Correct.
This is a picture that you suddenly saw, oh, let's take a photograph of
correct.
that. Because that's what it looks like.
Correct.
Because if you pose for this, it wouldn't look like this.
Right.
Because it's very original, very, very beautiful. So how are you able to see and capture things like that in a moment?
I believe it's just feeling off of other people's energies, to be honest with you, whether it's my own or other people around me. Everyone has a different type of thing they can bring, and I think whether they're doing their love or their passion or, they're putting their heart into their work, if I can able to capture that and I feel it, then I actually want to capture it so I can show them.
Because they might not know that they've
Correct.
got what you're not looking for, because you just suddenly see it. But it is also your vision, but they have no idea.
Correct.
They can't see that.
Correct.
It's like I can't see myself on television until after the fact. And I think, oh, was that really me doing that? But it's okay. We get used to it. Most people, actors and people that go on television, they don't like to see themselves. The last thing I ever want is like everyone, I saw your show and I saw this, and I say, oh, good for you. Because I don't want to look at it. Now, this looks rather unusual. This looks like, is this African?
Yes, this is a Ghanaian mask. I work at a small business called African Traditions off of South Valley View. And I'm able to take pictures of the inventory. And when I saw this mask, for some reason, I felt like I just wanted to make it into a bigger piece so somebody could see it at a large. And
so you took the photograph and then you enlarged it. Now the dimensions didn't get distorted or anything, because it looks perfectly normal how it is. How do you know each other, by the way? Just getting off the subject, because you are so sweet. Are you boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we got a little romance going on at the Hartland Mansion. No wonder they're both happy. You've been together quite a long time?
We've known each other for a long time.
You've known each other. I love these stories. I've known each other since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. And we just recently started dating.
Yeah, we just recently started dating.
You see, look, there's the story. You suddenly realise, oh my goodness, we like each other. We have a lot in common. Isn't that beautiful, though?
Indeed.
You found love.
Right.
They've been hunting for it all over, and it was right there in front of them.
Okay.
That's how it goes. But that is beautiful. How did you know to capture this like this? Because this is a very definite picture that I call. It's very clear. It's very to what you wanted to capture.
I believe the mask really just spoke it by itself. I mean, people make these with so much detail and so much finite, and they have so much purpose for it, that when you get to put it up or display it, it has a reason in the presence of it. I mean, it just resonates. So I just
I'm going to resonate it up there, because we're going to have. I'm surrounded by pictures, aren't they lovely? And now this is something totally different.
Correct.
Oh my goodness, the tears. Are those happy tears?
This was originally a photo by a person that I met on Instagram named Urban God, and his photos spoke to me, which was just the man in itself crying and then had the pain. And I took this picture of Sham when we were trying to do it, and somehow it just matched up perfectly, and then it just gave this nice balance.
Wait a second, this is you?
Yeah, that's me.
Behind the actual drawing.
Isn't this amazing? Get the two together. Come on. That's amazing. That's amazing you saw that.
Yeah.
And as you said, were you made up like this?
No, this is actually just a separate
this is
drawing.
This is put on top of it. So this is put, and it's perfect, isn't it?
And I think it just speaks a lot.
What does it speak to you?
To me, it's a balance between masculine and feminine, kind of what a man of any color might be going through, whether it's the pain, whether it's the struggle, and at the same time,
because it's got the red.
Correct, and at the same time, with Sham behind in that picture, with that moment, she was showing a lot of strength.
Well, she's showing her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your eyes are actually telling the picture.
And the strength.
Your eyes captured this picture of what it's all about. And this is something very, very unusual. Let me tell you, you should definitely be all over town. I don't know what's holding you back, but these pictures should be out there.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Aren't they lovely? I'm asking you all out there, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. So do you work for anybody, or you just work for yourself?
Work for
you
myself.
Have your own company?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mostly do? Do you mostly...
I just work with small business and any type of artist who's trying to put themselves out there. So I work for, like I said, African Traditions, which is here for a small store. I work with models. I work with singers. Anybody who really doesn't have the
Anybody
push.
who wants to get out there, you're
absolutely.
actually trying to get them out
Absolutely.
there and do that. So we've got you organized, and you're going into teaching these young kids. Oh, that's going to be fun. What is the first thing that you feel that you would like to accomplish with these young people as of a play? Because it's all about plays, or is it a pantomime? You know pantomimes, are right? Yeah.
I would say exploring themselves and their own culture, because the community that I'll be teaching in is mostly Hispanic and African American.
Okay.
So exploring those cultures and putting them together.
Okay. Yeah, well, they're very much together
Right,
anyway.
they're together.
See, I don't see all these different cultures. I see everybody together. Because when I meet so many people, and we are all so much as one, because we're all very much together. We all look the same. We just might have a different color skin and might talk in a different language. But basically, we are all exactly the same. We all do the same every single day. All of us do the same. There's certain things through a day that we all do the same. Always remember that.
Yes,
we do. There's certain things that we definitely do the same. So it's just sometimes a matter of money. Mostly a matter of money, isn't it?
Money.
Huh? Isn't it? So they're very poor and very rich, and then there's these people in between trying to keep both ends going, I think. I'm not quite sure. If anybody wants to reach you, how do they reach you?
You can find me on Instagram, which is ae.moss, or you can go to my website, which is artislife.photos.
I love that. Art is life. Isn't that wonderful? And for you?
You can find me on Facebook, which is Shambrion Treadwell, or on Instagram, which is Sham_Obama.
I like the Sham. I love that Sham. It's much easier to pronounce. You two have both been amazing. I wish both of you all the best, absolutely. And just keep pushing yourself out there, because what you have all around me is absolutely beautiful. And what you're going to have with this new career you're going to with the young kids. Maybe we'll have them on the show one day after they've had a little training, though. Get them together a little bit. Thank you both for coming on. We shall return. We're down at the Hartland Mansion. We'll be right back.